Hey, looks like I'm streaming here. All right. So, yeah, we're going to play a few rounds of Fortune's Foundation, and I will use that to do kind of like a daily tarot reading for myself. So let's get started. Do we need the music? Let's do the music. Okay, so we got the 0 here, 0 major, 21's there, it's kind of far away. Got the 2 of swords, 2 of wands, 2 of cups, 2 of discs. Yellow 2, right here. Okay, back to back, that's good, but it's behind a king. King next to the queen, it's down there. Ooh, this is a tough one. All right, let's go for it though. 8 on top of the 9. Jack to the queen. Then the 10 of wands is up here. Could maybe do this. Let's try this. Goes to here. It's a tough one. I'm probably gonna have to shuffle this one. Let's see how it goes though. Loses my mind about anything. Not really? Alright, let's just start again. Cool. Let's get the entry point right away. Oh, wait, that's exciting, except for it's not. I think I had some pretty easy games yesterday, so it's interesting that the tables are turning here. Or maybe it's not interesting, maybe it's just how it goes. Got some cups, mid cups, royalty cups. Okay, we start off the discs, that's good. 6 comes up to here, so I get some swords going. Alright, we're starting off in some action. 9 can come over here, so we're starting off the wands. So we're up to 3 with everything but the cups. So where's the 3 of cups? It's nice when you can keep them all pretty even as far as what you're taking up. It's not always the case, but it just means there's a chance to play around a little bit more. Maybe that's not true. Maybe it doesn't matter. Maybe it's fine to just pull one up because it's all, the connections are all based off of the same suit, so you don't have to mix it up, which is part of the strategy that you run into for some of the other solitaire games. Okay, so let's switch that up. So we'll have bottom heavy, or big end first. The cups right there. How close are we to 21? Not super close. Not close to that 8 either. 8 of wands. I go here, some pivoting so the jack's on top. Get that on top of here. That's helpful. Just to do a little housekeeping. There. Okay, so get the 15 on the top, major 15. Get the 10 over here. So now the major 16 goes in the 17. 15 comes over to that. Once I could get to this 21, we're in a really good position there. What else can we do before trying to pull the 9 down? Oh, okay, cool. So queen comes over here. That means that this queen of swords can go over to the king. We can pull the 5 over onto the 6 of wands, 8 of wands onto the 9. Then we're going to pivot the 5 there, so that's helpful. Now where's the king? King's here. Alright, we could do some business with this. So we got that. We could take the cups, pivot it, put on here. Going to take the 8 and the 9. We got this. So we're ready to go. We got the 4. How do we switch these? We want this 4 of wands to loop back up to the top. And then we want this 4 of cups to connect here. So here, clean up, sorry, I pivot again. Then we're going to this here, 4 of cups goes on top, 4 of wands goes on top, both of those, that means, oh, okay, the wands are ready to go, that's good. Last game I got the worlds. Can I do that again here? Yeah, maybe I can just wait until I do the world last. So where's 2? Yeah, let's go for that. So the queen's going up onto the minor foundation. With this, so I can take the 10 of swords on top. That brings up 2 and 3 get pulled up. Take the queen back down. That means I can clear a few discs that were under there. Pivot this jack. This over. It's always going to point out how risky it is to have the king at the top, but we can move this queen over here, jack on top of that. It's clearing up cups. Then easy peasy. Okay. Oh no. I got the wrong order there. There's a certain order of operations, and I could get that into that more in the future. So I got the Hanged Man. I'm going to take a screenshot of that. Then, let's see, how can I go over to the Miro board that I have, and I prepared for this. Not quite. Here we go. Take this screenshot. Bear with me for a second as I get this set up for the first time. So I'll bring the Hanged Man to be the card for the past. And to look at the Hangman. How you see determines what you see, but a fresh perspective requires patience. Are you sure you don't have time to suspend your daily life and look at things anew? So look at that for my past. How you see determines what you see, but a fresh perspective requires patience. So maybe that's it. Maybe just being on this stream, looking at my past, it's been fun to take the time to start learning how to do the tools here. So cool. It's a good start. Let's go for the next playthrough. So I'll come back to the game. Start anew. Was that the first playthrough? That's great. Good job. Over to here, over to here. I haven't looked at my entry point, so it's a 2 of discs. The cups. Of wands and 2 swords. This is a vital column. It's a lot of swords in the stack. And we have the Fool over here. Let me just pull that up right away. It goes here. So we have 2 columns to start with. This is a great start. 19 goes over here. What do I want to do? Okay, let's go for it though. So I'm gonna try to get to this 20, major 20. So it gets up there, pulls the 19 and 18. Good, 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 good. The Jack of Wands is buried under there. Let's see, what can we do that? Pretty risky where I'm at. Okay, but there's some cool stuff here. So I was able to just to replay that. I saw that the major 2 was here. I could do the Jack over here, so it pulls over the major 2. Now, I normally like to have the king at the bottom, but we need an open slot, so I can pull it over here. But the other thing I noticed is that the 10 of wands is here, so let's move the Jack over to the 10 of wands, the Queen of wands onto the Jack. So we have an open cell or column. That's good. Jack of Cups can come up here. And then it looks, well, no, we're not, this is deceiving. It's all cups, but it's 5, 6, 7 on top of the 9. So they're not actually connected, and the connector is buried at the bottom of this column. So that's not great. Four of swords is up here, so that's going to be difficult. 2 is there, so swords are actually going to be a bit compacted. Think about what I can do. I can move this 4 over on top of the major 3, but then the 9 is there. The reason I'm talking about that is I want to get to the 6. The 6 of swords can connect to the 7, and I can bring the 5 on top of that. I'm trying to figure out how to get to that. It's also worth pointing out that I can pivot this, which would bring up the 17, even though something may be blocked. That's okay. 2 can come here. Does that help? Before I let go. Getting to that 16 would be nice. Can I do that yet? Not sure I can do that yet. Yeah, this is a new experience for me. I woke up pretty early this morning, so not sure I'm firing on all cylinders here. But that's, I guess, part of why I played the game. Is it's a nice chance to get my mind going. Usually I end up watching YouTube videos, so it's an interesting version on that to be making a YouTube video or doing a live stream. What do we look at for wands? Wands we got here. 2 is buried. If I could pivot that, that'd be great. This that up to there? No. This over to here? No. I may be stuck. Wait, oh, A through 4, that's helpful. But then what? Major 5 is buried. Jack doesn't have 10 of cups or discs to connect to. Actually, if I could do something with a 7. The 8 is there and the 6 is there. Maybe stuck. Yeah, this is a tough one. I'm gonna scrap it. Let's just go ahead and scrap it. Okay, let's see. Pool is here. World is here, so I could start off pretty early with that. 6, 7, 8 of the discs here. So there we go. We can look for the 8 or the 6. Let's look both over here. So that's actually kind of tricky to get to. I'm just doing basic housekeeping here, starting on the top, seeing things that I can do that don't look like they have a big consequence to them. You know, that can always come back and bite you, but I think we're doing okay. To come back. I'll probably be the only person who watches this, and I'll go back and listen to the audio, make sure it sounds okay. If anybody does see this stuff, please leave a comment about the audio, about the gameplay, or join the chat if you want. I may do this more in the future. We'll see. This may just be for me. Okay, so we get the 2 there. Okay, 7, cool. So then do this, except we want to pivot. So there's this pivot action happening there. Let's get 5 on the top of the stack. Then we've got stuff to go for wands. So the 2 of wands is here. How do we get to you? Of discs to connect the jack to, and the 9. Yeah, that's tricky. Really strong on that first game, but not quite getting it for the follow-ups here. Right, let's go through the steps. Discs. 2 discs is down here, so that's a tough one to get to. Let's not worry about them too much. Do notice that the discs, we have a group here and a group here. 4 needs a 5 connect to that, and the 5 is buried. So yeah, discs are not in a good position. Let's look at swords. Swords are 2, 3, 4. Nothing really clustered. Okay, wands. Cool. We've got 9 through 5 here. That's great. 4's a little buried. 3's a little buried. 2's a little buried. Maybe a 9 can connect to the 10. That's buried. Oh, this is rough. I'm just gonna start again. So I should be narrating out loud. A lot of it is quick evaluations in my head. Got the Fool here. The world is already up. So then here is blocking Judgment, the next one. Up using the force, so that's actually, let me do that. Not quite yet. This and what about this? I go there, there. Cool. I'm excited stuff, but is it helping us? I don't think it's helping us. Nope. Alright, new hand. The Jack, Queen of Wands at the top level, we can just get started with. It's pretty low cost change. We got some other stuff here, sending up some cups. 17, 15. That's an interesting combination. 5, 6, 7, 9. So 8 is over here. All right, we could potentially get to that. Okay, we have the Jack and the Queen of Discs. Where's the King and the 10? The King is here, the 10 is here. They're both hard to get to. No, I don't know if I like that. What about, let's just focus on our 2s, do some basics. 2 of Cups. If we just need a 3 to get all of this, that's nice. 2 of Discs, 2 of Swords is here. Maybe we should start calling out the columns. I really think to remember this stuff. Try something just to get things. Alright, that's good. Getting some stuff going there. Little roux. Kind of okay leaving that stacked like that. That's the 8 is over here, 8 of Cups is over there. So the connector between this 9, 8, 7. That's peculiar. So we don't want to prioritize that. Alright, I'm noticing for 1, so you have the 10, 9, and the 10 can connect to the Jack, which is over here. The Jack is right below this 5 major, which, and the 9 is below here. So I feel like there's a way that these are all tied together, but I don't really know how to pull them together yet. Huh, yeah, I'm not really feeling it. Alright, let's not dwell on it too long. I'm just gonna keep going. One thing I needed to not that I can at the game. Oh well, I'll do it for another time. There's a huge Fortune's Foundation community that I'm missing out on. The Queen? Queen's there. Okay, we can get some motion towards that. This is cool. Alright, so there you go. We got the Queen. In this case, I actually want the 19 to be higher up, because once I can get to the 21, which is over here, 21 major will go up, then I can get to the 20. Alright, that's fine. Or, let's see, this is 16 major here, so bring that over. Bring the 17 major on top of that, so now we have 18 poking out. A little bit of flipping around to, again, using this pivot column. I got the Jack of Wands on top of the 10. I'm doing anything with this 3 of Cups, because if I could do anything with that, then we can get the Major Arcana going. And if I can get to the 0, that's going to automatically pick up the Magician. Bring this down to see if anything moves. Doesn't. Always worth checking. Alright, so we can bring this up here. Does that help us? It brings up 21. Yeah, that's not what we wanted, and now I committed, so that's rough. Let's try it again. Moving around. Access to it 2. Oh, we've got the world started. So we're looking for 20s over here. So we can't really do a lot that direction just yet. Or maybe we can. This over here. This way from if we can get to that 2 of Cups, that's great. Because I have 2 open slots, I could be a little bit more careless, just for a little bit. Maybe I shouldn't have been careless. Okay, this is exciting. We got like this lower arcana just after the major. So it's major arcana, but number-wise, it's 5 to 10. That's the second. So I guess that's 6 cards. Got the king here. Queen is over there. Bring this there, that there. Alright, cool. So we got some action in this area. Oh shoot, we don't have the 2 of Wands yet. Oh, it's buried there. What a bummer. Alright, so then what do we have? We have, so this chain of swords can connect to this chain of swords. I just need to figure out how to pivot them. I guess I just need to pivot 1, right? Great. 2 will go up. Cool. Again, we're gonna pivot. I guess we have this major lined up. where is 9 is there? It was up here. So I feel like it's helpful, like that was just a quick shuffling, but now this 3 and 4 can move together, which is helpful. We'll flip this over. Oh, that can go here. And risky, we don't have any open cells unless we block the minor arcana with that. King is the only one eligible now, which is a bit rough. Oh, there you go. Perfect. Easy game. So I'll just point out, sometimes when I'll see that for major arcana, they can be pulled to their foundation even from the when they're blocking the minor arcana deck. So even though I don't have an open slot, I can move the 2 up here, which reveals the 1. So that goes to its foundation, and then the 2 is inherited from that. So it's a handy little trick. Get the king going here. So the cups, we now have the king and a foundation. All right, sorry, I'm gonna do that. So, oh gosh, I already forgot what I did, but maybe the jack was here, moved on to here. So then when I move this, I'm setting up a firmer foundation for the cups, and I'd already acted on the swords, so this is great. Yeah, this is a pretty good one. Cool. I love it when it takes care of itself like this. So at this point, like it would be hard for me to figure out how to ruin this. So it's a kind of nice feeling. Sometimes I've gotten to the point where I'll start to figure out like, oh, I want to see a specific card because I haven't seen it before. So I'll figure out the order of operation for that. So let's actually go for... Okay, I was going to try to go for the death card, which is fun, but it's good. Take this screenshot. For the moon, sometimes fear and doubt are obvious. Other times they hold you back invisibly. Is there something you aren't seeing? Is there something you refuse to see? Okay, so in the present, that's actually something. So I'll put this in here. What do these two mean? So past is how you see determines what you see, but a fresh perspective requires patience. Are you sure you don't have time to suspend your daily life and look at things anew? Well, I am currently between jobs, which is a somewhat recent transition, and so that means that I do actually have some time. And then the present, sometimes fear and doubt are obvious, other times they hold you back invisibly. Is there something you aren't seeing? Is there something you refuse to see? Yes, it's actually very applicable to my life right now. So I think this is maybe, it's making me think to take stock of the fact that the time between jobs can be quite trying. And I haven't really talked about myself in the stream, but I'm an American. I live in Europe. I've lived in Europe for the past 5 years. And that is largely because of work. I mean, I wanted to move here, wanted to live here, but my residency has been based off of work, which is a pretty scary situation because your residency is tied to work. And if you lose the work, you potentially lose the residency. So the contract I was working on was not transitioned to a permanent contract, and that means that I'm in France. Fortunately, my residency isn't at risk for a few years, but I need to figure out similar work, and I need to figure out if I want to stay in France at all. So that's some big stuff that's holding me back. you know, it's a lot to take on. So this is a very personal thing to share, but I don't know. Maybe that's helpful for other people. Let's go to the next round. Okay. We have the Fool here. The World here. Two of Wands there. Discs here. Two of Swords. So swords are going to be tough to start, so let's not worry about them. And then is it two of Cups, two of Wands, two of Discs. All right. I'm not really seeing a clear path. This looks like a tough one, but let's give it a shot and see what we could do. I'll just work my way from the top down. That's good. Seven over here. I'm gonna organize these wands. Leave the 7 up here. 8, wands, 7. So now I need the 6. The 6 of wands. Do we see that? That's there. Ooh, that's gonna be tough to get to. And I'd put the king here. Wow, I may have boxed myself in. Like 10 of discs over there. Oof. Yeah, let's do a new one. All right, well, noticing got some wands high level action and was able to free up the 2, so that's kind of nice off the start. The cups was able to get up. We have 2 here. Okay, that's nice. Keep that open space. 5 over here, back up. So we have all of our 2s. This is great. So now we're looking for our 3s. An opportunity to line up some swords. Helpful. I have the 10 of swords nearby. Kinda. Maybe. Okay, yeah, we could do that. This goes here. Major goes there. Oh, cool. Not only that, we have the 16 major there, so we pull this around. In this case, I like having the 19 up. Okay, so there's an opportunity to move here. I can move this over, but at what cost? We have the queen there, and she can only then rotate onto a free column or the king. And that's a little buried away, so I'm not wild about that. I did just notice that the Fool being here with the Magician here, if I move this Jack, it will pull up, it will allow the Fool to go to the foundation, and then the Magician bringing that, but then what can I do with that? Nothing yet, so I'm gonna hold my excitement. Okay, now that's less of a risk. The addition, so the 2 is here, 3 is here for the majors. 11, it's just standing out to me. 12 is over there, but it's under the 6 and 7. Okay, well, we can do that. 5. This is good. This is good. Set up those swords so they're ready to be pulled down. That's love to see it happen like that. So I guess this is the thing, is like I'm now at the point where I can potentially tempt fate, but do I risk that? Like, do I want to try to go for a specific card, or do I want to let the cards fall as they may? So there's a lot of potential here, but it's still pretty tricky because, again, this is essentially blocked until I can pivot it with the king on top. I can't add anything to that. Oh, shoot. Just noticing the 16 majors there. I can pull it onto the 15 major. I need to be able to pivot it, and that's a challenge at the moment. So I think some of the things, like, I think I'm feeling a little stuck. If I can take this 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and pivot it, I could bring it onto the 8, which would be helpful. Because then under it is the 12. I could connect to the 11 and 10. How do I pivot that? I'm not seeing a way to do that just yet. Or do I want to have the 8 of discs exposed? What does that play on? That plays on the 9, which is buried in the 7. So that's not great. So then if we move it here, cool. So I can move this up for now, and this 7 here. Beautiful. Wow, that even took care of this. So I think this is one of the things, it's good to line up chains of cards and just have them lying in wait. Now we have 10. We can bring the 11 over, 12 on top of that, and pivot this group onto there, pivot this group onto there. All right, well, let's go for the world. I think we deserve it. So now the last major arcana is going to be the world. I'm pretty confident that I'll be able to get it, but I should, try not to get too cocky about the order of operations. Yeah, so I'll just queue it up. I think it's fun to just go through and methodically set pieces up. Like, I don't have to, as long as I don't move this 8, I can rearrange pieces as I'd like. So my goal is just to play a little game with myself where when I set this up, so when I let go, everything falls into place. I think I can. Here we go. Let's see. So the way it works is it goes from left to right and then top to bottom. All right, so I couldn't quite get it. That's because the 7 is under. So now this should clear it all. So we have the world card. You've journeyed far and seen many things, carrying what you've learned into the future. Your transcendence, you transcend your former limitations. The circle is complete. Yeah, this is a good card, especially as we go into looking at the spread. Let's see, this would be the future card. And we will update here. It's uploading. I guess I am uploading video too, so it's a kind of a heavy load. All right, so it didn't load. Let's go back to the gameplay for a second. I reload my board. Euro is not wanting to cooperate. I wonder if I'm just sending up too much information at once. What does my network look like? I mean, there you go. Okay. Sorry, this is very boring, I'm sure. I do tech support. Cards we have are the Hanged Man, deal. Hanged Man is how you see determines what you see, but a fresh perspective requires patience. Are you sure you don't have time to suspend your daily life and look at things anew? So this is looking at the past. Uh, so yeah, I think that's a good allegory for taking some time to reassess things uh, after a change in work situation. And we have 18 for the present, which is the moon. For the moon, Sometimes fear and doubt are obvious, other times they hold you back invisibly. Is there something you aren't seeing? Is there something you refuse to see? Um, yeah, so in the present, to be mindful of both um, obvious and unobvious hurdles. Obvious enough hurdles. That makes sense in the wake of job situation. And then the final card is worlds. And for the worlds, you've journeyed far and seen many things, carrying what you've learned into the future. You transcend your former limitations. The circle is complete. So this is one of the things my mom would often say. Kind of like the end of the cycle, it's a new beginning. So yeah. All right, there you go. That's pretty reasonable. So the image didn't load. Let me try. Wait, refresh this page. Go here, come back. How do I do that in Discord? I don't know. Or, I'm sorry, not Discord. Not quite sure how to refresh the page. This is great stuff to figure out, but I think that's probably fine. Let's just go back to gameplay. Yeah, I think I may wrap it. That seems like that may have been a successful stream, or learned some lessons that I need to kind of figure out how to handle, including what's too much uploading bandwidth, and if that's interfering with Miro or if it's something else. But thank you for spending time with me. It was fun to be able to play this game that I've enjoyed a lot. Hopefully you enjoyed as well. If you have any questions, feel free to leave comments. You can subscribe if you want to, but I don't know how much I'll be doing this yet, or how important that is to my livelihood. Yeah, that's it. Thanks a lot. See ya. Bye.